Introduction. The call of the wild-crafted. The human story is a testament to our creative spirit, our ability to transform the world around us with our hands and minds. From the earliest shelters to towering skyscrapers, we have always sought to shape our environment, to make it our own. Yet, somewhere along the way, many of us lost touch with the primal satisfaction of creating something tangible with our bare hands. The feel of rough bark against our skin, the scent of fresh earth, the sound of wood yielding to a well-aimed blow. These are the sensory experiences that connect us to our ancestors, to the very essence of what it means to be human. There is a raw, unfiltered beauty in crafting with the materials nature provides. No power tools, no prefabricated components, just the quiet ingenuity of human hands working in harmony with the natural world. It is in these moments, stripped bare of modern conveniences, that we rediscover the resourcefulness that lies dormant within us. We learn to read the language of the forest, to see potential in a fallen log, to appreciate the strength in a simple knot. This is not to romanticize a life devoid of modern comforts. Rather, it is a call to rediscover the value of engaging with the world in a more tactile, immediate way. For in mastering the art of wilderness crafting, of building with our bare hands, we tap into a wellspring of creativity, resilience, and connection that enriches our lives in profound ways. The unhurried rhythm of primitive building. In a world obsessed with speed, the slow pace of primitive building feels meditative. Each action, from selecting a branch to shaping a peg, becomes an exercise in mindfulness. We appreciate the nuances of materials, the wood grain guiding the blade, the resistance of a knot. This rhythm reconnects us with nature, creating peace and tranquility. Gathering materials attunes us to the forest's sights, sounds, and smells. This slowness is about intentionality, savoring the process and finding joy in the journey. Slowing down opens us to a deeper understanding of materials and ourselves. A symphony in wood and stone, materials of the earth. Primitive building materials are alive with the stories of the earth, the wind, and the rain. Each piece of wood tells its history, knots from storms, grain from years of growth. Building with these materials is a dialogue with nature, part of a millennia-old continuum. There is profound satisfaction in working with raw materials. We appreciate the strength of a branch, the anchoring weight of a stone. This hands-on engagement deepens our appreciation for nature's simple beauty. The tactile tapestry of nature's bounty. The beauty of wilderness crafting lies not only in the finished product, but also in the tactile experience of creation. Unlike the sterile precision of modern tools, working with our hands immerses us in the raw, unfiltered essence of nature's bounty. We feel the rough texture of bark, the yielding give of a sapling, the cool solidity of a well-placed stone. These sensations awaken a primal awareness, a connection to the earth that has been dulled by our reliance on technology. As we shape and mold these natural elements, we engage in a dance of give and take. We learn to respect the inherent properties of each material, to work with its strengths and accommodate its limitations. This hands-on approach fosters a deep sense of satisfaction and accomplishment. It is in these moments, when our creations take shape under our fingertips, that we truly appreciate the transformative power of human ingenuity. The shelters we build, the tools we fashion, they become more than mere objects. They become tangible expressions of our connection to the natural world. There is a humbling realization that washes over us as we delve into the world of primitive building. We are not the first to walk this path, to seek shelter and sustenance from the land. The techniques we learn, the structures we build, they echo the ingenuity of countless generations who came before us. In the simple act of lashing two branches together, we tap into a lineage of knowledge that stretches back to the dawn of humanity. We feel a kinship with our ancestors, a shared understanding of the challenges they faced and the solutions they devised. This connection to the past gives depth and meaning to our present endeavors. Each knot tied, each shelter erected, becomes a tribute to the resilience and resourcefulness of the human spirit. It is a reminder that even in the face of adversity, we possess the innate ability to adapt, to innovate, and to thrive in the most challenging of environments. In the absence of modern tools and materials, we are forced to improvise, to make do with what nature provides. This necessity breeds ingenuity, forcing us to see beyond the obvious, to find creative solutions to unexpected challenges. A fallen log becomes a sturdy foundation. Vines transform into strong cordage. A sharp stone serves as a makeshift axe. This embrace of simplicity can be incredibly liberating. Freed from the constraints of pre-designed solutions, we tap into a wellspring of creativity that lies dormant within us. We learn to think outside the box, to see potential where others see only limitations. This resourcefulness extends beyond the realm of wilderness crafting. It becomes a valuable life skill, teaching us to adapt to changing circumstances, to find solutions even when resources are scarce. It is a reminder that sometimes the most elegant solutions are often the simplest. There is a profound sense of accomplishment that washes over you when you stand beneath the shelter you have built with your own hands. Every knot, every lashing, represents a challenge overcome, a skill mastered. This is not a structure built for show, but a testament to human resilience, a sanctuary crafted from the raw materials of the earth. The very act of building a shelter connects us to the natural world in a way that few other experiences can replicate. We learn to read the landscape, to identify suitable building materials, to understand the forces of wind and rain. We develop a deep respect for the power of nature and our own ability to find harmony within its embrace. This shelter, built with rudimentary tools and techniques, becomes a symbol of our capacity for self-reliance. It is a tangible reminder that we are capable of providing for ourselves, of creating a place of safety and comfort in the wild. The act of wilderness crafting is not merely about survival. It is about finding solace in the rhythm of creation. In a world dominated by digital screens and virtual experiences, the tactile nature of working with our hands can be incredibly grounding. The feel of rough bark against our skin, the scent of fresh earth, the sound of wood yielding to a well-aimed blow. These sensory experiences anchor us to the present moment, quieting the relentless chatter of our minds. There is a meditative quality to this process, a sense of peace that washes over us as we lose ourselves in the task at hand. We become fully present, our attention absorbed in the nuances of the materials and the intricacies of the craft. This mindful engagement with the natural world can be deeply therapeutic. It allows us to step away from the stresses of modern life and reconnect with a more primal part of ourselves. In the quiet solitude of the wilderness workshop, we find a sense of peace and rejuvenation that is both restorative and empowering. As we immerse ourselves in the world of wilderness crafting, we inevitably develop a deeper appreciation for the natural world. We begin to see the forest not just as a collection of trees, but as a complex ecosystem, a web of interconnected life. We become more attuned to the subtle rhythms of nature, the changing seasons, the ebb and flow of life in the wild. This newfound awareness fosters a sense of responsibility for the environment. We are no longer passive observers, but active participants in the delicate balance of nature. We learn to take only what we need, to minimize our impact on the land, and to give back whenever possible. This rekindled bond with nature extends beyond the wilderness. It influences our choices in our daily lives, from the products we consume to the way we interact with our surroundings. We become more mindful of our place in the web of life, more committed to protecting and preserving the natural world for future generations. The lessons learned in the wilderness workshop extend far beyond the practical skills of building and crafting. It teaches us patience, perseverance, and the importance of paying attention to detail. It instills in us a deep sense of self-reliance, reminding us that we are capable of so much more than we often give ourselves credit for. But perhaps the most important lesson is the interconnectedness of all things. As we work with the materials of nature, we come to understand that we are not separate from the natural world, but an integral part of it. Our actions have consequences, both for the environment and for ourselves. This realization can be both humbling and empowering. It reminds us of our responsibility to care for the planet and all its inhabitants. It also inspires us to live more consciously, to make choices that align with our values, and to use our skills and talents to make a positive difference in the world. The world of wilderness crafting is open to everyone, regardless of age, experience, or skill level. It is not about mastering complex techniques or building elaborate structures. It is about embracing the simplicity of working with our hands, of connecting with nature on a deeper level, and of rediscovering the joy of creation. So, I invite you to step outside, to gather a few simple materials, and to embark on your own wilderness crafting adventure. Build a small shelter, craft a simple tool, or simply spend some time observing the natural world around you. You might be surprised by what you discover, not only about the world around you, but also about yourself. What are your experiences with crafting or building using natural materials? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. Let's inspire each other to reconnect with our innate creativity and embrace the beauty of the natural world.